Hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. I've got something important I want to talk to you about. You may or may not be interested, but I wanted to go over it because of the coronavirus going on right now and people being stuck in their homes. There's a lot of stuff going on that people have been calling me up about, and I just feel that I need to get some information out there to each and every one of you. I've known majority of you guys for my entire life, if not half my life, and I want to kind of go over this, and it's going to take about 15 minutes. But I really want to go over it because there's a lot of things going on right now where people are confused and they have a lot of questions, okay? First off, let me tell you what I do, all right? First off, I'm with a company. I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield. And I want to ask you, you guys know what the B&B, Bed B&B is. You know what Dinner Dash is. You know what Amazon Prime is, Netflix. These are all apps on our phone, right? And the reason why I'm getting into that is because those apps help make our lives easier. All right. So in other words, one day it's a disruptor. Okay. It's like one time you had Yellow Cab. Now you've got Uber, right? And what do those things do? They make our lives easier. We pay on our phone. Well, now with the coronavirus, we're all stuck inside. We have to be careful in everything we do. So we're getting things like Dinner Dash that most people never even heard of a year ago. And it basically delivers food to your house. You know, you're avoiding the coronavirus. You're avoiding, you're following all the state regulations and restrictions right now. A lot of people are shopping on Amazon to get their stuff so they can avoid the crowds at the stores and everything so that they, the more people are around each other. Well, the legal industry is the same way. And what happens is we got a company called Legal Shield. We have created an app for this right on your phone. Now, what has it done? We've a disruptive, innovative. We've made life simpler, easier, more affordable. Okay. And right now, a lot of people have a lot of questions, and we have an app right on our phone to be able to help you in any type of legal situation. Now, let me go into detail about it. Now, the first thing I kind of want to show you, and this is what a lot of people have been calling me up about, asking me questions about. We offer personal legal advice on a limited number of issues. That's self-explanatory, no matter what it is. Unlimited amount means unlimited, okay? So you can call as many times as you want, ask as many questions as you want, Monday through Friday with regular business hours. That means you push the button on the app on your phone. Hey, this is Jeff. I've got a question. They're like, okay, I go over that question. And within 4 business hours, I'm going to get an expert in the area of law that I called about calling me back on my time. I'm no longer on their time, okay? Now, a lot of people ask me, how does that work? Very simply. Our law firms work for us. We're in all 50 states. We have law firms that provide protection in all 50 states and all areas of Canada. So whatever I got a question about, they're going to call me back. Next, they're going to send out letters and phone calls made on your behalf, okay? So with all the coronavirus stuff going on, and maybe people have money and jobs, and, it doesn't matter what it is, our lawyers will send out letters on your behalf, or they'll make phone calls. I have a buddy of mine who had a contract down at a gym in Florida, okay? And the gym in Florida basically said, hey, we're going to keep taking money out, yet the gym's been closed. So he got on the phone with Legal Shield. The lawyer called down there, got a hold of it. He kept calling and calling, couldn't get a hold of anybody. They were able to get a hold of somebody, and guess what? They put the money back into his account, and they went ahead and suspended all his stuff until the gym were to open back up. Now, he's a faithful member of that gym, and he didn't want anything bad happen, and they didn't. It's just they still are taking out payments even though no one can go to the gym. That, to me, is not very fair, okay? However, it doesn't matter if that's type of a letter or phone call. Whatever it needs, they will send out letters and phone calls for you. They also review up to 15 pages of any kind of contract or document that's personal in any given month, okay? His had a contract with it. So in other words, he agreed to pay X amount of dollars, for an X amount of fee. Well, that's still a contract or document. I know a lot of people, they have everywhere from insurance to homeowners bills. Right now with jobs and people being stopped in their jobs, there's not too much people can do about that. Okay, so in other words, there could be some kind of thing where you got asked to get an extension, maybe your insurance, maybe your warranties. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you need to have somebody review your paperwork for your car loan or your homeowner's insurance, or maybe you have an apartment where you signed a contract with, okay, to where, things are promised to be done a certain way. Maybe you had an air conditioner or something that that they didn't fix and they promised, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. We will review it. Your phones. Everybody signed a contract before because you got a cell phone, and guess what? Those cell phones, you push accept, accept, accept. That's a contractor document also. So we want to make sure you guys are all safe doing that. We give you IRS audit service. Okay. We also give you civil trial defense. We'll give you 60 hours starting today from day one. We'll give you 60 hours. Every year we're going to give you another 60 that rolls over. Okay, so every year we're going to give you more and more, and that time rolls over. So for anything that's civil or trial or pretrial or discovery phase, trial, pretrial, or discovery phase, you get civil trial defense time. Okay, because let's face it, we don't know who's going to sue us from day to day. We don't know when we're going to name in a lawsuit. You know, those things can really financially bankrupt somebody if you don't know what's going on with it. So it's nice to know that no matter what, you have civil trial defense hours with Legal Shield. Another thing, I'll cover it briefly. Family and domestic services. After 90 days, we do uncontested name change, uncontested adoption, uncontested divorce, uncontested separations, uncontested annulments. We do prenups now. Okay. Now, what does that consist of? Well, uncontested, you still have to pay the court fees and the filing fees, but you won't have to pay anything extra for any of the domestic situations. Now, if it's contested, yes, you'll still get a 25% preferred member discount, so you're still going to save money. But like I said, those cases end up going a little bit longer, and you get a 25% preferred member discount. Now, the next thing I'll show you is our emergency access. So the emergency access means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For any emergency situation, you have a lawyer on call, ready to go at a moment's notice, that speaks English coherent and ready to go. How many of y'all, if something were to happen today, right now, out in town on this Friday night, could you get a hold of your lawyer right now? Well, that's because nobody has a lawyer right now. I mean, most people, they just have to go to the phone book, find a lawyer. They got to ask a friend or a buddy, okay? With Legal Shield, if there's any type of situation that's deemed an emergency, you can call up your law firm, and they're going to have 24-hour emergency service. They're going to make sure you're okay. They're going to make sure no one's hurt or injured, okay? And then you got a lawyer to be with you for the emergency situation you're calling. Emergency situation can be anywhere from a car accident to, heart attack to, what you deem as an emergency situation is when you call them up. So you may have gotten your head, well, I don't have any of that kind of stuff. Well, that's because you've never used a lawyer before to think you needed to use that type of stuff. Now, since it doesn't cost you anymore, now you're more willing to use it so that you can be treated according to the law and treated fairly. In other words, we're giving you the system back, okay? Now, the next thing I kind of want to go over is traffic, okay? Well, anyway, so traffic-related situations. Take, for instance, you get in a car wreck or, a speeding ticket, parking ticket, traffic ticket. We all got a lead foot once in a while. All right. So what are you going to do about that? So instead of having a lot of stress, sure, you get the ticket. Instead of paying it, we tell people, don't pay a ticket. Take a picture of it with your phone, send it to your law firm, and now they're going to handle it. So you don't have to. That's less stress on your plate, right? Less stress means everybody's a lot happier. However, if you pay that ticket, you're pleading guilty no matter whether or not you're guilty or not. The second you pay that ticket, you're guilty. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean you just paid $100 and some odd dollars. It means you're going to be paying thousands of dollars because now your insurance is going to go up. Now you got points on your license, okay? Your kids may have a hard time buying a vehicle because they got points on their license. Their insurance goes up, all right? What's nice is unless a judge wants you to, you don't need to be in court. Our lawyers will go to court for you, okay? We give you 4 hours consultation. In other words, within 4 business hours, you will have a lawyer call you, guaranteed. Now, the next one is your will and your healthcare power of attorney. It's important to have your will done. Every day in life, things happen. We can't predict the future, okay? But I can tell you what, if something does happen, it's nice to know that you have your will and your healthcare power of attorney all taken care of, okay? And you can do it right on your phone. You can change it, update it. And the longer you're with Legal Shield, every year we'll update your will at no charge. Now, a lot of people say, well, I got a will. Great, we'll update that for you. When's the last time you updated your will? When's the last time that you changed something? When's the last time you did your healthcare power of attorney? Okay, some people may have done one or the other, but only half. We're going to update it. We're going to basically write it up for you. We're going to get it to your liking, and then we're going to send it back to you, and you put it away in a safe spot. But the wills are very, very important. I always encourage everybody to get your will done, to make sure you have your will done. Okay? Next thing I want to go over is identity theft. People don't always understand what identity theft is, but let's put it this way. Every single day, you've got your credit score, your social security numbers, your passports, your driver's license, your medical ID, your email addresses, things that you use every single day, okay? Well, here's the problem. The stuff you use every single day, you're also not monitoring that stuff every day, though, okay? With ID Shield, we will monitor all that every day for you, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that if there is something that happens where somebody may breach, spoof, hack, something like that, to steal who you are, we're already going to be aware of it, and our private investigators are going to go to work to fix it. Now, everything on the right-hand side, loans, credit cards, bank accounts, dark web, social media, okay, these are things to where you have access but somebody else is supposed to be guarding your stuff for you. The only problem is they don't always do it. How many of you have had friend requests from people you already thought you were friends with on like Facebook? How many emails do you get in the mail of saying that the government's after you, or your IRS, or we're canceling your subscription? Those are all scams. They're all fake, okay? What we're doing now is we're going to prevent that. Now, you're going to get it, but we're on top of it. So if somebody says something, does something, whatever, if there's an alert somewhere, we're going to know it ahead of time. We're going to make sure you're aware of it, and then we're going to fix it according to your wishes, okay? So we are the only company in the world that's got private investigators to go fix whatever needs to be fixed for as long as it takes. Okay? So in other words, we offer comprehensive restoration. We're going to do whatever it takes, work as long as it takes, to put you back to pre-theft status. And that is a guarantee from our company. Okay? Now, why do we do that? Because we know that we can't, if we were to watch it and try to do this ourselves, it would cost thousands and thousands of dollars. It's going to do hundreds and hundreds of hours that you'd have to be spending time on that we don't have. Now, what that's going to do is we offer a family plan. So $24.95 for the legal, $24.95 for the identity theft. If you get them both together, it's $49.90. Now, why is this important? Because this is month to month. No copays, termination fees, okay, no deductibles, nothing like that. We are literally month to month because we believe in our good name and we believe that we can help you. Okay, an individual is $24.95, and if they get the identity theft, $9.95. So on top of all that, this $49 is like $2 a day. Pretty simple, okay? I buy smart water. It's like $2.50 a day for one bottle of smart water that I get, okay? How many of us waste money on coffee? How much is coffee per day? This here is protecting you in your livelihood and your life, and you're getting answers that you need, okay? Well, we decided to also throw in member perks. Member perks gives you around $2,600 in savings every day. Every year. So in other words, you may be paying $49.90 a month, but over here with the member perks, whenever you're not using that, you can buy apparel, you get coupons, you get savings, there's freebies. I know that I can go to the movies and take my daughter, and that right there is almost 20 bucks that I save, okay, per each time I go to the movies. Now, right now with the coronavirus, I know it's not going on, but what if you go online to Kohl's or all these other places and you get coupons, and you get to use your other coupons too. I know people love savings. I know the coupon clip. I know they're looking for toilet paper and face masks. And what if you go on the member perks and get it all cheaper? You may not be using your legal all the time, but you can use your member perks all the time. And if something comes up with legal and you got questions, you want to ask questions, you have that too. So you're basically getting the member perks at no charge. So $49.90 a month for a family for both, or $34.90 for individuals. If you have any questions, give me a call up. I'd love to help you out, okay? And we can go over even more. I just wanted to go over this. I told you I'd keep it under 15 minutes, and I'm going to keep my word to that. So hope you all have a great day. I'll talk with everybody soon. Bye.